Hello everyone, my name is Giang and this is my project for this class, and it's called the coin sorter or coin box. And the main function is that the coins will be inserted into a coin slot here, which will be rolled down in the upper half of the project and drop down to these bins depending on which coin it is. I had a lot of fun with this because it's my first time using woodworking, and it's a lot of fun tools to be used with it. So let's get on the journey and I'll show you how I make this. The first step of the project is to make the top half of the project by cutting this wood into halves. Then, by using a router tool attached to the table, I was able to make a pathway for the coins as such seen on the screen. Then, using wooden glue and spreading it around with some gloves, I was able to then, by clamping two halves together, I was able to make the top half of the piece. The next step is to make the bottom half of the project, and to do that I measured out where the holes would be for the bins or baskets to be inserted to catch the coins. As you can see, it's beyond screen. And then later on, I use a drill press to make circular holes onto the piece to make it easier for myself to make it into squares. Now onto the hardest and most time-consuming process of this was using a wooden chisel to make the circular holes into squares. And the reason why it was pretty difficult is because the chisels were dull and they're pretty hard to make a really accurate square shape. As you can see on the screen, it's pretty scuffed. The next step is to make the bins made of HDP material. To do that, I cut them up and put them onto mills to be hollowed out. It's my first time cutting this type of material, and it's way much more easier and more fun to cut than typical aluminum. Here's the end product with the coins inside. Next up, we're using a lathe to make the knobs, which are made of aluminum. Then after cutting up the part, I use the appropriate tap to make sure that the bolts can be inserted into the knob easily. And here is what they should look like to be bolted onto the bins itself. Everything complete and the coating applied, here's what it should look like. Now let's actually test it out. I have these coins in my hand and I'll insert them one by one. The coins got stuck a little bit, so I had to shake it up a bit, and then let's see the end result. Now we have, looking through the dimes in there. Penny is missing, and the nickels, for some reason, has a penny in there also, and the quarters work fine. I hope everyone had as much fun as I had making their projects. Some of the shortcomings is that the wooden chisels, because they were dull and it's hard to make these perfect squared holes. Another thing was making the pathway, since the routing tool can only make straight lines, so it's hard to make a curved pathway for the coins to actually roll efficiently. But other than that, I had a lot of fun making this project, and I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.